Okay. Um, so let me share this screen and hopefully you guys can see everything. Okay. You see the define the target audience?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. So as we talked about last week, as we talked about glutathione and all that it represented and asked you to put out a post on glutathione. You can look there too. Kevin put his out there and Brittany put hers. So
Oh,
you can go out there and look at it in um the Telegram. Now, I now realize I just thought about it why they may be sneaking out on me tonight because I told them my day had to take a test. Didn't I tell them that?
yeah.
You see, you see, they ain't coming to take no test. Well, whenever they get here, they're gonna have to take this test. They ain't gonna they ain't gonna get away from it. Um, so I'm not gonna give it to y'all if they ain't here. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait on them. Say, wait on the Lord. So the thing that you've got to decide again from your vantage point of who you are reaching from, and I can't stress this enough that you've got to be thinking first and foremost what your brand is as you bring LifeWave along with your brand. Okay. So LifeWave has to ride along your brand. You cannot just think LifeWave. Yet I'm asking you to put the stuff out on glutathione, excuse me, because that is still your part of your company. So you got to understand who are we after? The demographics, the gender, the location, and the income level. Who are we after? You have to determine who are you after, even in your branding of your company. Who are you after? You've got to have that clearly defined. Okay. Um, because that also is going to tell you which platform you're going to go on. You got to determine their interests. Are they entrepreneurs that you're going after? Personal development people? Are you going to financial independence? What are they going? What are you going? And you can have more than one of those. It don't have to be just one of those. You can have, and it may not even be listed, their interests that you realize that they're interested in. And so you're going to have to determine that. Pain points, desire for extra income, flexibility, or community. Now, listen to this really good. Their pain point is the place where you will bring value. Okay. Now, people are not really interested, even if you say extra income, they're not really interested in making money. Did you hear what I just told you?
Yeah.
They're interested in removing the pain of not having money. Do you see the difference?
Yes, sir.
Do you see the difference?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I, I see it.
Yeah, because the pain of not having money is I can't pay my bills. I can't buy the new house. I can't buy the new car. I can't take care of my own health because I don't have the money. I can't take care of my children's needs. Da da da. The pain point of not having the income is what you got to talk about more than the desire for extra income. Because you could talk about do you want extra income or you need extra money? Everybody says yes to that. Who doesn't say yes to that? Okay. But the ones that will move are the ones that you can now identify and the ones that you can show this is the value place. Money is not there's another interesting statement. Money is usually not a motivator. Okay. It is removing the lack of money that's the motivator or the need for more income, not just a desire to have income. Okay, great to have money. I want more money. Everybody wants more money. But will you get up early in the morning? Will you stay up late at night? Will you go to the meetings? Will you be on the Zooms? All of that is determined based on the fact of your need point and your pain point. Everybody tracking with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the same thing with flexibility. Somebody could have all the money they want, but they don't have any time to spend with their family. They don't have any time. to go on a nice trip, because that business that they have them so tied down that they can't seem to get free of it. Okay, so if you're going to talk to them about flexibility, you're going to talk to them about the lack of the time, the lack of they don't have the time that they would love to have in order to accomplish what they need to accomplish. Okay, everybody got that?
Yeah.
Same thing with community. Now, these just three things we put. Again, you can expand this list. You got to think about the pain points, all of the pain points that could be associated with your brand, what you're trying to present. What are the pain points? Because I'm telling you, that's the reason people are going to follow you, because you're going to answer number three. If you can answer their pain points, you will get their interest. Okay, and the right demographic will connect to you. So in essence, these 3 points right here are in reverse. All right. Hope y'all getting that. Kevin, you good?
Yeah, Bishop, I just want to say, man, one of the things that we've seen is you said the right target audience because when we first started, we were reaching out to me. For me personally, I was reaching out to people that I knew,
Yep.
and even though these people needed the product, if in reality they didn't have the money to afford it,
And they didn't have the pain point.
yeah, they had the pain point.
Yep.
And
See, they didn't know they needed it. So
right.
we over here having to convince them that they need it. We got to convince you that you got stem cells that are going dormant. Okay. And the more I've got to convince you, um, I've got to be a real good convincer, and I can be. But if I already determined that you got an issue in your life, and I talk to you concerning that issue, I'm talking to you concerning that diabetes. I'm talking to you concerning that hypertension. I'm talking to you concerning that diagnosis of liver disease or heart disease or whatever. Now, when I'm talking to you about that, now I can talk to you and show you from your pain point how this can help you. Now you're real interested. Okay, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Okay, good, good, good.
So it still comes back to your verbiage, though. I mean, what you're using to, uh, I mean, what I guess the dialogue that you're having with them to convince them, if you will, why you need this or
Yeah.
to try it.
Yes.
Correct.
So I really want to do a real quick doctor's examination of, hey, what's going on in your life? What you got? Do you have anything going on in your life that is? We know that 70% of people got chronic condition and 40% got two. So, do you have anything going on in your life that you are concerned about in your health? You see? So, when you tell me that, now let me tell you what I found that can help you. Now I can ask you another question. Do you know or understand stem cells? I heard of it. I don't know about it. Okay, stem cells are your building blocks of all your organs. Every organ in your body is a stem cell. And everything that is going on in your body, your stem cells go to work to help fix those things. And it did it tremendously when you were younger. Your stem cells are going dormant every day you live. You see, if you got an issue and I'm talking to you about that issue, and I'm telling you your stem cell can become your heart. So if you got a heart condition, your stem cell can become a heart organ. It can become any organ in your body because all your organs are stem cells. I didn't know that, right? And you probably didn't know that that your stem cells were going dormant every day you live. No, I didn't know that either. Okay, so wouldn't it be good to be able to turn those back on if there was a way to do that? See those questions? Are y'all writing those down? Are you grabbing or are you waiting on the recording?
Both,
So we grabbing it. That's this
Both.
Bishop.
both of them, Bishop.
Go ahead, Paul. What you say?
I said, no, we're grabbing them. That's good to be because you're hitting them right where they are.
Right, because I'm dealing with their pain point. Why did I get involved with this?
Because your wife had issues.
There we go. It's a pain point. See, I didn't get involved in this because I just found LifeWave. I ain't know nothing about LifeWave. Probably would have never known anything about LifeWave if it wasn't for somebody bringing that thing to her for with dealing with this MS. Okay, everybody good?
Yeah.
All right, so these different platforms, choose the right platform. So based on that demographics, now go back to that demographics, age, gender, location, and income. That's going to determine what platform pretty much you want to go on. Okay. But you need an account on each one of these because even TikTok now is not so much for children anymore. There's ways to sell stuff on TikTok. Okay. And they're taking real serious advantage of that. So Facebook community, personally, I don't like it. Okay, but that's me. I don't like it because the trolls, you got too many trolls out there. Um, you got to monitor and manage those trolls that's sitting behind. And Facebook became an old people platform. Young people left. The young people on Instagram, TikTok, and all those kinds of things. Okay. Um, you can get a better bang for your buck if you go through LinkedIn. LinkedIn, because it's business to business opportunities. Now you can put out information out there because of your niche that will help you a lot. All right. Any questions about that? Great. Y'all learning fast tonight. Okay. So here is your assignment for this week. Okay. Develop a content strategy. And that is focus on providing value and building trust. How will I provide value? I'm going to deal with their pain point. Okay? That's how I'm gonna provide value because I'm going to deal with the pain point. And so what you got to do is develop this strategy, educational content, posts explaining the benefits. Remember, I did this whole thing based on MLM. So you're going to do this post, explain the benefits of something within, for right now, LifeWave, because you have not finished building out your brand. So you can still use LifeWave, the benefits of LifeWave. And that's why we did glutathione. You need to also go in there and learn about carnosine. You need to do your research on carnosine so you can talk about it because it's another major antioxidant in our body that we need, and carnosine, everybody need carnosine. Entrepreneurship tips and success stories. People love stories. People love stories. People love stories. Um, you know, tell them a story and they will read the story. They'll love the story. Lifestyle content. Share how the LifeWave opportunity improve lives. Dealing with those pain points, travel, family time, financial freedom. Okay. But don't call them that. Deal with it from the pain point. Make them think about it can improve it. When was the last time you went on a vacation, extended vacation? When was the last time you were able just to get away without having to think about bills and all of those kind of things? That hit home. Okay. Um, are you able to spend the time with your family that you need to? Or do you have to take it? You follow, see what I'm talking about? All right. All right. Interactive content. Ask questions. So Kevin's post, that's what I said to him. Great post, but he didn't ask any questions. You've got to ask them questions. Okay, hold on for a second, please. This is my daughter. Um, Hello, daughter. I'm on a call.
Okay, just call me back.
Will bye. So interactive content, ask questions, take polls, Now, we're going to get to the point that you're going to understand how valuable live webinars are, but the live webinars you're going to do connected to your brand more than you're going to do connected to LifeWave. You're not going to do a webinar connected to LifeWave or any other product. You're going to deal with your brand. And so that's whatever your brand will be, that's how you're going to do live webinars. So each of you need a Zoom account, which they are free because you can do a webinar, or you can get the basic plan, but you need that so you can do your webinar because Zoom allows you to do your webinar. The other thing is you want to find people that can talk about your brand. Okay. You can also find people to talk about your product as well, and LifeWave is one of those. So if you can find somebody and you can interview them and they can start telling you what has happened to them as a result of them using the patches, all that's great because you're telling a story. Stories move the needle. Okay? You might want to write that down somewhere. Okay? So here is the content calendar. If you would want to put together something every day, Monday through Friday, take Saturday and Sunday off, you put Monday through Friday, motivational post or quote. Just tell them something great about from, and again, reemphasizing from your brand. Your motivating post is from your brand. Now, you can do a motivation post about LifeWave, but we want to make sure you do your brand. So that's why you get your brand together. 2, success story from a team member. Again, somebody that's with you, get a success story. If you use LifeWave, you want to hear about somebody who have advanced in this opportunity fairly quickly. And how did they do that? Why did they do that? And you got that story. Somebody will stay there and listen to that. You don't want to make it really long though. At best 5 minutes, but if you can do it quicker, it'd be much better. Okay. Informational webinar or frequently asked question session, and that's what you're going to do first. You're going to do FAQs. You'll do FAQs and say, hey, look, with my brand and with my product, these are some of the questions people ask me all the time. What's in this patch that everybody's wearing? Okay, you got to give them that information. You're answering their question before they ask it. Okay. Then a short video on, and you watch this. You don't have to come up with these short videos right here, especially if you use LifeWave, because they've already done them for you, and they're in your back office. Just download the video, put it up on whatever platform, on all platform if you want to. Okay, and then Friday, call to action post for signing up. You do a call to action post. So there are many of you that have been listening to my content and seeing what I've been posting, and you may be interested in knowing, or you may want to know how you can get involved. Here is, okay, don't tell them how to get involved there. Make them really, please take this to heart. Get this, make them take another step. The next step means that they're interested. If they don't take the step, you are now weeding them out. Okay, and you must weed them out because you don't want nobody wasting your time. If they take the next step, they're interested and you want to spend some time helping them. What you're going to offer them also, if they want to be involved, you're going to offer them the ability to receive direct help to advance, like what we're doing right now. Okay, you're going to offer them direct help to advance. We're going to help you to advance, and this is how we're going to do it. We're going to help you. We're going to go hand in hand with you. You have never had anybody to help you at the level that we're going to help you. Talk to me.
Sounds good, Bishop.
I know early on we said that we was gonna for some people we would go straight at customers even
Yes.
before we were dealing with brand partners.
Yes, exactly. Well, customers still have to sign up.
Right. So, but kind of going back to some of the stuff you've mentioned throughout the list, with general customers, that, dealing with issues or what have you, some of this info right here won't necessarily apply, and that's a question.
Right. Some of it may not, but if your story of your team member, because you want to talk about how did the patches help them, or you want to get stories from people that use the patches and it helped them and stuff like that. Okay.
Right.
So when they hear those kind of stories, that helps. Short video you're gonna put out is a video of somebody's testimony. Okay.
Mhm.
And you can get all of those off of info. This is it info.com. And all you gotta do is download the testimony and put it up on your page. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, if somebody is having any problem, you want to go to This Is It Info, find a testimony about what they're dealing with, okay, and send it to them right away. So I walk into the post office, and there's a lady that I had never met before. And most of the ladies in there know me because their post office moved from one location to the other. I used to go to the other location, and they moved over here closer to me, and that was really good for me. So when I walk in, they know me, but I didn't know this lady, and this lady has vitiligo, and black lady vitiligo, and I go to her and I says, "Let me show you something." So I show her the picture of the guy, and the two guys that was just wearing X39, and the vitiligo was gone within 6 months and then a year. And she said, "Wow, what were they doing?" Got you. Okay. So now I've been feeding her information. Now she just recently told me, she said, "Yeah, I'm interested, but I want my talk to my doctor." I said, "Your doctor won't know, she won't know anything about this. But you can show her, but you also got to realize there is no cure for this, right? But I showed you a cure." She said, "You did." I said, "So you can talk to your doctor, but your doctor haven't cured you because this is an autoimmune disease. And these patches have done cured, seemingly cured these people. You see that?" She says, "Yes." And so yes. So I used the pictures that that was at her pain point, okay? Because it's on her hands and it's trying to move to her face. So she don't want it all over her face. So she got a serious pain point. Got it, Kevin?
Yes, sir. Picture
Yep.
worth 1,000 words.
Huh?
Picture worth 1,000 words. Video
Yes,
worth 1,000 words.
it is. That picture, that testimony. Then think about this. Implement some type of referral campaign because people know other people, and you've got to ask that question. Sometimes you got to go at it from that perspective. Hey, who do you know who's dealing with? Okay, and people start thinking, yeah, my uncle's dealing with that. My cousin's dealing with my who do you know that has hypertension and they are struggling trying to get their hypertension in line? Who do you know? You see? And if you know somebody, hit, type down into my comments, "I know someone," and I will get in touch with you. You see? Okay? All right.
Yep.
So encourage your team members to recruit by offering incentives. Okay? And again, that is, hey, but in order to offer incentive and bonuses, you got to have the money to do that. And sometimes but what you can offer is exclusive training. Remember, see, that's what we're getting right here. You're getting some exclusive training. Everybody in my team ain't on here. Okay? Most of the people on the right side of me, I haven't brought on here. Okay? Um, because my right side is so packed, I don't need to do anything over there. It's a runaway train. Okay, one of my people on there that just had a launch call today. All that kind of stuff. Okay. Um, then do highlights and benefits of building balanced legs in the binary system, maximizing commission for all involved. Okay, so what you're going to do is make sure that you know how to have your legs. What I'm telling you is my legs aren't balanced anymore. Okay, because I put so much energy on that right side because that's where all the energy was happening at first. I didn't put I put some on the left side, but I lost a lot of my left side people. Okay, so I had to go back and I've got to go. I'm rebuilding that left side. So everybody I'm putting in now is on the left side so that I can build the left side so that they can run fast too. Okay, everybody good?
Yep. Over the course of time, like I know you've been in it, you said about 15 months, right, Bishop?
Yeah, 16.
So realistically, over the course of time, I mean, how long does it actually take the average individual, and I don't mean average as in like being an average person, but for
Get manager.
yeah, I mean, because like you're an outspoken individual, so when I look at you, I realize your personality is outspoken, and you can almost approach anybody.
Yeah.
Everybody don't have that same makeup.
Yeah, which is why I'm trying to give you this strategy as well. But John, how long did it take you?
2 months.
2 months.
Vernon, how long did it take you?
About a month and a half.
About a month and a half. Pastor Blue, how long did it take you?
A month.
And that's to get to the manager level.
Yep. And that's the primary level you want to get to.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So it's doable. You need after this weekend, you need 3 more people and you're there.
To sign up as a brand partner or just as customers and or
No,
both?
brand partner.
Okay.
They got to be a core, at least a core.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So you got to have 3 core members, 2 on each side. Once you're there, you're a manager. And that's one of the things we had today is a launch call. So you can put together your list of who you want to put on a launch call, and we can just have a call just for you. Okay. And that way you can start developing your team. You find 10 people put on the call, we'll close 4 of them for you. Either me or Vidita, one of us will close it for you. We will close it for you. Okay. How y'all doing?
Good.
Okay, watch this. Engage with prospects. Respond promptly to comments, messages, and inquiries. Don't care what they say. Respond to them. That helps the AI, that helps the automated system to know that you're having some inquiries. Use AI tools to schedule posts. We gave you those tools that you can use, like Calendly, and all of those places. Schedule posts, send reminders, and follow up with prospects. You can use AI to do all of that. And personalized communication by addressing specific pain points or goals. That pain point is huge. So when you communicate with somebody, make sure you communicate with them about their pain point or about what they want to accomplish, because that's another place. That's why this point is very good in 6. Make sure that if they talk about what they want to accomplish, what they want to do, how they want to do it, they want to get off their job, or they want to, okay, great. Or listen, they're tired of working for this company. Okay, I can help you with that. That's a goal. So I want to talk to you about that. Okay. All right, everybody.
Good. Basically, when you say a goal, how long you would stretch your goal out? 90 days to hit that goal or shorter?
No, I'm talking about their goals. I want to
Oh,
know.
there you go. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, their goals. For you though, yeah, you want to we want to work in 90-day cycles.
Okay.
Okay. So you got 3 months, you want every 3 months you should want to advance up.
Right. Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. So right here, I'm gonna stop right here tonight, guys. It's 9 o'clock. I'm gonna give you a half hour, since everybody else kicked me. But leverage paid advertisement. Now we're going to get to this. This is really important. Once we get your brand moving, especially, you're going to use paid ads. Okay. And again, you don't have to spend a lot of money to do this. The thing I told you I don't like about Facebook is when you start doing paid ads and they go out to everybody. The ignorant people show up. Okay. So the ignorant people are out there. They are out there, and especially if you do anything Christian or spiritual, you're gonna get a whole lot of blowback from the stupids. Okay. I've already done it, so I'm telling you that. If you're doing something else, they may not come at you as hard or as strong, but there are still stupids out there. Okay. And Facebook ads tend to bring those out. Instagram doesn't do it as bad, and TikTok definitely doesn't do it as bad. And then you can also, and what I told you, and I keep telling you that's not on here because I wasn't using it at the time, is YouTube. YouTube ads are really good because you don't get the stupids cannot, you can turn off the comments and they can't say anything. Okay. So I love that. I wish Facebook would do the same, that they can't, you could put ads out there and they couldn't comment. If they could do that, that would be very well because they would see the ad, but they can't say nothing back about nothing that they see. And so what I have to do on Facebook when the stupid show up is just block them. Now that's one way, but that takes energy and time. So YouTube is another place that you're going to do ads. You're going to run ads in YouTube as well. And again, none of that costs a lot of money. I think for $20, I put out a post in YouTube, and I got for $20, I got about 1,800 hits with that. Okay. Okay. Now who is Buck?
That's me, Bishop. That's
Man, where you done snuck in here on it?
Buck Weasel.
yeah.
And,
so
and then hit me with a new name and everything.
I used that name one time and tried to get rid of it
Yeah.
from off here, and I just don't know how to do it. But I got some situations with my Wi-Fi in here, so I'm
Yeah.
talking to you from the phone. But I
Okay.
guess you see me
Yeah, you're fine.
on my laptop.
You don't come in on the tail end because I'm getting ready to close right now. But I'm glad you came, and you're gonna get the recording.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get the recording. I did record it, and I make sure that it was recorded tonight. I heard it. Her say it. All right. So, Brittany, what are you seeing with Instagram? Are you getting any good hits back on Instagram?
Yes, but what I'm seeing now that a lot of people want to see your like vulnerability and really your openness with not just struggles, but kind of what you're saying, just telling a story
Yeah.
of how it helped, or even sometimes even showing like, hey, maybe like the first time I tried it, it didn't work, but I kept going, and after 2 months or something, it shows. So I'm seeing that
Yeah.
Instagram moving more towards they just want that vulnerability.
Yeah. Again, pain points.
Mm-hmm.
They want to know that, and that makes it better for them. So good, excellent. So like I said, I'm going to stop right here tonight. So you have an assignment. What's your assignment?
Strategy.
You have to put together the strategy. Okay. All right. So here's your here's your exercise. You got to do focus on providing value and building trust. Educational content, lifestyle content, interactive content, and testimonies. Build a strategy. Okay. Take a screenshot, all that. Make sure you know it. Okay.
I don't see that. All we see is you.
I know it. That's right. Yeah, because I stopped sharing. I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. But y'all had it anyway. I said it so you know it. It's in there. So, all right.
I didn't know we had to do a post to you about glue it down.
I said that last week. Remember?
You know, bitch, I'm getting old. You got to.
No, ask your wife. You got to ask your wife, man. She was sitting right there. She got you.
You got to send me a note, bitch.
No, hey, look. You know what they told me years ago? They said the weakest ink is greater than the greatest memory.
That's right.
So you got to write it down. When it's said, you got to write it down. If you say you're going to hold on to it or you're going to deal with it, nope, write it down.
That's good.
That's what you got to do. Okay. All right. So, matter of fact, I just thought about something. Next Tuesday, I will not be here. So we will not be on next Tuesday for sure.
We will be on this Thursday.
Yeah, we should be able to do this Thursday, but I will not be on next Tuesday.
Okay.
Okay. Be coming back from Tampa.
Hmm.
All right. Okay. Then I come home, turn around and go back to Orlando. Goodness. I'm gonna be down there with y'all Florida people a lot.
I hear you, Bishop. Hey, let me know. I get the fishing pole, man. We go out there
Oh, I ain't got time, bro. I can't do no fishing. So, but all right, praise God. Praise God. Thank you, God, for being here. I will get this out to you in the morning, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Bishop. Thank you. All right,
All
God
right.
bless you.
All right.